Okay, so the last few times I've turned the Mevo on, I had a few issues, so I just want to share this video in case there's any issues on Sunday. So of course you come over, you hit the button on the top, power it on, you hear a beep, the lights on the top start spinning. It might do that for a minute or two. So I'm going to go ahead and walk over to the iPad, and then as that gets powered on, and of course the password is Eureka, all lowercase. And then it comes on. You can see the lights on the Mevo have stopped spinning, so it's a green and blue, which means it's ready to go. So Mevo, and this is where I've had, let's just see if this works this morning. Hopefully it does. So I'm going to hit connect. Okay, there is the password. Which is Eureka, capital E, 6377. Okay. And then it'll take a few minutes and then we're ready to go. So it all worked fine this time around. And of course, gotta remember to plug in the feed off the sound, and this device has to be turned on. The button right there to turn it on. Turn that off. But let me go ahead and exit out of this. So what's happened twice is where it says connect here, it says configure. And the only thing I can think of that might have happened is that somehow the Mevo app did an update, or the Mevo itself did some kind of update, because it's connected to the internet all the time. So if this comes up and it says configure, you hit the blue button, it'll take you into another menu that may require you to do a couple of things to get it rolling. Just follow the prompts. One of the things that happens when you have to reconfigure it is you have to connect to this network here. The network is called Mevo 40281. That's the wireless hotspot network that is produced by the camera. So without that connection, it won't work right. So I just put all that out there in case there is an issue on a Sunday morning, that we can address that. Like I said, typically I come in, turn everything on several hours before the worship service, just to ensure everything's working okay. But even between that time, as we experienced a few weeks ago, something can happen. The other option, if all else fails, you go into my office. I keep a tripod in there with a holder to hold a smartphone like this. And if we can't get this working for some reason, just set the tripod up right there in the center, and just face it forward and record like we used to. We don't have to plug into the soundboard or anything like that, and just roll with it. But let me just check this again while I'm here, make sure that the connect works. Again, the password, EUEAA6377, okay. All right, looks like we're all good to go. So, hey, thanks guys for taking care of this. It's amazing to know that we have consistent coverage for this camera and live streaming, not only on the internet, but also downstairs in our family worship site. So that's it.